Hello and welcome back everybody to another stream of FTB One with the Ascended Crafters. Good to be here, good to be back. I know at the end of the last stream I said I was going to record instead of stream a project, but then I looked at how long it's going to take and decided I would continue with just streaming and work on the progress over the course of the project over the course of a few episodes. The major project is a massive mob farm over in this corner that is going to use the spawners we've been collecting. A lot of these spawners spawn mobs with armor and enchanted armor, and part of the mob farm is going to be dealing with those, extracting the enchants automatically from every piece of gear and pumping it automatically into our library of Alexandria. It's going to be quite the project. It's going to take some time and some effort, but I think it's going to be great. Something I wanted to do before we jump into preparing the mob farm system and testing if things work is an idea I have to use the netherite crafters from refined storage extra discs, or extra storage, sorry, and use those crafters with applied energistics. Now there's no direct way to completely link the inventories between the two systems, right? But I have an idea for the autocrafters that I want to test. So I'm going to break down our setup here. Oh, why can't I? Oh, it broke. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to break down our setup. And I'm going to move it on top of Big Bertha, right? So I'll put down our controller back here and give it some power. I'm going to add a crafting grid so I can see what's inside of the system, as well as a disk drive to hold the items. Now the disk drive I have is garbage. We don't need this. I am going to need a pattern grid to encode patterns. Let's get all of this set up, shall we? So I'll put some blank patterns in here. And we're going to test the pattern oak planks, right? So I'll put the oak plank pattern in our netherite crafter. We'll place that here. Crafter manager, we'll put probably right on the side, just so we can see that. And now that I'm seeing what those blocks are, maybe we'll put the crafter manager next to our pattern maker and the netherite crafter over here. Now here's my idea to use these crafters with applied energistics. We're going to do it through the requester for refined storage using RS Requestify. This pattern will go ahead and make in our AE system. The patterns we're going to be using the refined storage crafters for are the ones that we need in the tens of thousands is the goal. So let's get a requester. I can hear that there's mobs on my roof and it drives me nuts. Why don't we sleep grab some feral flare lanterns and clear the roof. Of any mobs. And I'm going to put down a feral lantern, if we turn on chunks, kind of in the corners of the tower chunks. We'll see how much that lights up, and if we need to, we'll place some in the center. But I'm hoping this does most of the lighting. All right. Now back to what we were working on. Let's go ahead and jump back down. We're going to take the requester, which is backlogged because we're still making the crazy drive, which is our 1048M storage disk. Our netherite crafter needs its speed upgrades. But why don't we speed up the current craft by taking our temporal pouch to this smelter, as well as creating a second silicon crafting pattern and putting it into this pattern provider. So that we have two running. I did not mean to put that one up to 128. System can't even provide items that fast. But hopefully this way we can accelerate our craft by a lot. There's currently only... We need 31,000 more silicon. But we're really cranking down that number as long as I speed these up. Hopefully, maybe if I turn off auto sort on these. Is it silicon that we need for the requester? No, it is done. Okay. So we're going to take our requester, add it to our refined storage system. And the goal with this, I believe these are all connected, I think, is to add a request to keep planks in the system at an absurd number. Absurd. And it should be missing ingredients. Now, using pattern providers, we'll go ahead and place these here. And it should connect to Big Bertha. So we are online and we still have channels. I'm going to actually name these. Oh, that was bad. I'm going to name these by pressing them with a name. We'll get a iron ingot and our Certus quartz knife. And I'm going to name them Refined AUTOCRAFTING. Let's go ahead and press these. And now, oh, my phone just buzzed. All right. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Are we good? We're good. Let's get our refined auto crafting pattern providers. Place them here. And I'm going to make a pattern for oak log to plank, but it's going to be a processing pattern. Let's go ahead and pull out a few here and make sure we say that it produces 4. This processing pattern will come into the pattern provider, and hopefully if I place, for instance this time, a backpack on top, we'll put it right here with some stack upgrades. I don't know if it can, you know what, we should do a test. I don't know if it can directly pump into the refined storage if I have a interface for refined storage right here. Let's give it a test. I did just realize we can't do this without a storage disk, and we are still waiting on this one. Why don't we keep speeding it up? Try to hurry and finish this. So we'll speed up our furnaces. And see if we can really bring this time down. It looks like it's working. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day or night, wherever you are in the world. I'm having a good time playing some Minecraft. Got some D&D later that I think is going to be a blast. But I'm going to queue some time on these and then grab a drink. So make sure you got your drinks, your snacks. It's going to be a fun episode. A lot of theory crafting. And if the theory crafting works, it's going to be fantastic. All right, let's reaccelerate once the timer runs out. And yeah, there we go. We are skyrocketing through this silicon. And luckily, because of Big Bertha's coprocessors, it's keeping up with the rest of the craft as fast as the silicon's coming in. So we don't need to worry about that. Should be almost done. The drive we're crafting is one step away from an infinite drive, but I'm staying away from infinite drives just because of their notorious crashing problems. $3,000 to go. Go ahead and accelerate these one more time. This should be the last time we have to do it. Okay, silicon is done. Now it's waiting on one of these crafters in one of our trees Looks like it's these ones. Why don't we get some acceleration cards in these molecular assemblers to super speed this? Oh, we never added the other molecular assemblers to this, guys. Remember when we used the copy-paste gadget? This never finished. There we go. Okay. That should be fast enough. Yeah, we're cruising. Once the autocrafters shift to these ones, it's going to really skyrocket in speed. So why don't we prepare that? Just to be ready, and then put the extra acceleration cards in our network tool. And just like that, here is a 1048 million storage disk. This can hold so many items, guys. It is absurd. All right. So we've gone ahead and added a oak log to planks. We've added a constant request for oak planks. We have the pattern. All that's left is to take from refined storage here. I'm curious if we take a storage bus, not an exporter, but a external storage, which looks like we never made a pattern for. I'm just gonna check if I type external. Okay. Let's make a pattern, get an external storage, and make one of these. And some cable from refined. Can we place here? Oh boy, I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. I don't think we can do it with an external storage. I think we have to use an exporter. Because if I do the storage at a higher priority, I don't think the materials will make it to the netherite crafter. But why don't we first test without the external storage to see what happens if we come to all of our patterns, turn them on, and find our plank pattern, take it out of our ME system, so that currently there is only the one pattern here for refined storage. And what happens if I request 1,000 planks? Okay, the logs are coming in, albeit slowly. A little slower than I'd like. What if we put some speed upgrades in this? I thought the interface would work like Applied Energistics and be instant. Doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, not as fast as I'd hoped. Now, let's see, the netherite crafter is working, but not at the speed we're used to seeing. Are we missing speed upgrades somewhere? Yeah, the requester's not working quite how I thought it would. It's going really slow. As an example, if we turn off this request and add some logs, check out the speed the crafter can work at. So we'll put these in here and request. How do I request planks? I actually don't know. Oh, did we? No, the pattern's in here. Oh, here comes my lack of refined storage knowledge. Look at how fast this works. I can't even get back in time. It's instant. It's super fast. Let me add an exporter with some speed. But I was really hoping this would do a mass craft all at once. What if we changed the pattern? Oh, that could be it. We'll change the pattern, right? Maybe. Well, let's add some speed to this exporter and tell it to export planks. How fast does it work? Not very quick. But an external storage might work much faster. Oh, the external storage would work, right? If we can set a filter saying, oh, that's right, it needs to be on a backpack. Or no, on this. External storage, set to planks. With a high priority. Then we'll hook it up. Items, mode, whitelist. And exact mode off. I'm gonna try to do a bit of changing here. I'm gonna take our pattern see if I can't. Oh, there's no way to edit it, it would seem. Oh, that was the speed upgrade. And can I change this to processing 64 logs is 256 planks. Can that go in the AUTOCRAFTER? I have no idea if that'll work. But now, if our requester is set to planks of an absurd amount, it just doesn't request as fast as I hoped it would. Can we do multiple requesters, I wonder? I'm going to change this pattern back. To not be processing and just be logged to plank. And I really just want the requester to send the request sooner. What if we lower the amount to just say always have 1,000? Why is it not requesting? Uses exact mode. What can I... Let me put this pattern in. Turn off exact so that it'll do any log. Let me take all the planks out of here and just set this to, I don't know, 4. Now it's not working at all. All right, what broke, guys? Why won't this request planks? Why don't we look at another monitor? I believe there is a crafting monitor. Or is that, no, yeah, that is what we want. Let me make a pattern for a crafting monitor. Oh, we already have one. Get one real fast. And let's see if it even shows the craft. Or if we're supposed to have some sort of crafting CPU. I'm actually not aware. Ah, cancel all that were in the system. Now, let's see if we can get a request. Everything is lined up right. There is a pattern. Does it need to be exact? Oh, didn't mean to put my temp pad in there. All right, we've got the exact pattern. Yeah, it does it really slow. So our best bet is to always request 1,000 planks and always give the system 250 logs. So to do that, we'll come to our pattern here, change this to 250 and change this to 1,000. Throw that in our pattern provider. That way that it does one batch of crafting every time. So now I'm going to request planks in applied energistics 1000. The 1000 logs are coming in. Unfortunately, the importer is not as the interface is not as fast as I'd hoped. Oh, no way. It still does the craft one at a time. But the return's working, which is excellent. Why don't we just work on the input? And then we'll mess around more with the crafting system. So that craft successfully completed. I'm going to change this from a interface to a backpack. One that has all the stack upgrades. I'm gonna make some changes here, folks. Let me take off one pattern. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Our pick entered super mode. It was like, hold my drink. Watch this. All right. Refined auto crafting. Let's add a backpack on top of here. And add a storage bus. External storage. Set to whitelist. Planks. Higher priority. There should be nothing in the system currently. Good. Nothing in there. And then to get faster speeds, why don't we use a bunch of importers? 5 of them. And we'll place these around the backpack. I'll need some more cable. There we go. And I'll go ahead, wire these up. How do I... Oh, there we go. But I'll wire these... I like symmetry, I'll do that. I'll wire these up and place some speed upgrades in all of them. Oh, nope, don't do that. Now, let's see if I request planks. Oh, I have the pattern on me. Let me put that back in the pattern interface. And then request 1,000 planks. How fast does it get the logs? It was like instant. Okay. I think we'll let this finish, and then we're gonna try my original idea of changing the pattern. I don't know if it's gonna work. Kind of theory crafting here. But hopefully the planks are returning. Beautiful. We'll let this finish just so we don't bug anything out. It's almost done. Oh. Is it a power issue? No. I don't know why this just isn't filled with power then, but that's all right. All right, so now that that's done, let's modify this pattern to processing and do some logs and planks of 1 stack of logs, or actually I'm gonna have to do 1 stack. I'm gonna have to do stacks. How do I get rid of that? Okay, there we go. You know what? Let's try this. Okay, can only do 64 max. I can scroll in the output, so we're okay. Let's set this to be 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that should be 250. 64, 64, 64, 64. Okay, I think I did that right. Oh, it's 1,000, 256 and 1,024. Why don't we change this pattern too? To 256 and 1,024. Put that back in. Place this pattern. And request $1,024 planks. Oh, it worked. It worked, guys. I think it worked. Oh no, never mind. No machine found. Dang. I thought it would work, guys. I thought it would work. My next question then is, what if I do multiple patterns? 2, 3, 4. Does this go faster? Not sure where. Oh, here. Cancel all. Yeah, I hear you up here, buddy. Nothing good. So it still only does like 1 craft every few seconds. That is a bummer. I wonder what causes that. Because like if I didn't have the auto requester, right? And say I want 432. That's how many items there are. Look how fast this goes. Boop. Done. So how can we get this requester to send the request more often? I don't know. What if I say inventory 0? Then it probably doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. What if I inventory 1? Yeah, still does it super slow. My only next thing I could try is adding more requesters. At least we know the basic idea works. We know that. That is good. That works. The question is adding more requesters. Would this work? So like if I go plank 1,000, plank 1,000, plank 1,000, plank 1,000, and plank 1,000. Otherwise, I have another idea, guys. I have another idea, but it requires a lot of clicking, which is going to be annoying. All right, let's do a new log request in our ME system. And see if these requesters... Oh, that's so sad that that works. They're going faster, but not fast enough. Actually, it did kind of do it pretty fast. Let's give this a real boy test. All right. Let's request 11,000. This backpack gets filled and the items pulled out into the system. And it's still just not as fast as what we could set up. So I'm going to try a different method. All right. A different plan here. What I'm going to do... Wait, some of the planks ended up in the drive. Oh, that sucks. Is what if I queue... Gosh, I wish there was a higher 64 button. If the request is already queued and planks come in, does it supercraft them? It does pretty fast. It does pretty fast. But I don't want to have to queue that. So for now, I'm going to put back our plank pattern. Wherever we yoinked it from here. Let me change it to visible only. There's where we took it from. And we'll have to theory craft some more on this system. But I think it has potential. I really do. It has the potential. We'll just have to figure it out. But this netherite crafter is great for everything else. If we were just using refined storage, because the speed that it could craft is absurd. Absolutely mind-boggling. All right, we need to do another test now. My question now is, can the disenchanter from Cyclic be automated? We'll take 2 chests and some pipes. Wrong pipes. And just do pull and push. This has some books in it. What happens if I give it an enchanted piece of gear? Okay, it does work. Excellent. Okay, okay. Now, I'm going to check the Library of Alexandria works. With automation, such as a chest here with a pipe. And, oh, wrong thing. Enchanted book. Boom, it worked. Okay. So all that's good. My next thing I want to test, and I'm going to leave this setup up here for eventual ideas we can think of how to use this. I am going to take its storage drive and take out this pattern. I'm just going to put it in the backpack for now. Or no, I'll just store this for now. Let's make a new refined storage system. So we need the drive and a controller. And we'll just do this test right here. So let me get a flux point.